This video follows on from the previous video in which we learnt how to convert standard form to ordinary form for very big numbers. This time we're going to learn how to do converting standard form for very small numbers. Remember with standard form that the number always has these two parts. The first part is the number in the form something, point, something, 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 something. So in this case 5.76. The second part is where we multiply by 10 to the power of something. Now in this case we're multiplying by 10 to the power of -2, which is a small number. So we're going to end up with a small number for our answer. And this is what makes standard form so amazingly useful, is that we can write tiny numbers and really big numbers extremely concisely. Before we get into how to do it, I'm going to make sure we've gone over our powers of 10, both positive powers and negative powers. I'll do that on the next slide now. Okay, so here we've got some powers of 10 and we're starting with some positive ones. Now it would be nice to have a lovely neat table here, but that's just not what this video is going to be like. So let's start by looking at 10 squared. What does that mean? Well, it means 10 times 10, which is 100. 10 cubed is 10 times 10 times 10, which is 1000. So we got pretty used to how place value works for powers of 10 where they're positive numbers. So let's now go over again the pattern that we can see. When we're moving down the powers, so from 4 to 3 to 2, we can see that every time we've got one fewer zero. Right, so here the 1 means 10,000, here the 1 means 1,000. In 10 squared, the 1 means 100. When we've got 10 to the power of 1, that's just 10. And when we go down to 10 to the power of 0, we can see that we've just got 1. Right, so any number to the power of 0 is 1. So 10 to the power of -1 is 1 divided by 10, which we can write as 0.1. 10 to the power of negative. Okay, sorry, something happened in the video there. I just want to go over that 10 to the power of -2 is 1 over 100, which can be written as 0.01. Alright, here's our first example. Write 6.3 times 10 to the power of -2 in ordinary form. So first we're going to think about what that means. 10 to the power of -2 is 1 over 100. So we're being asked here to say, write 6.3 times 1 over 100. Now you don't have to write that out every time you do one of these, but the first time you see it, it can help us understand what's going on. So the 6 here is in the ones column, but we want it to have the place value of 600ths. So 6.3 times 10 to the -2 is equal to 0.06 600ths 3. So look what's happened. We have taken our 6.3 and we've moved the decimal place that way 2 places. Okay, so we're moving the decimal place in this case to the left. So sometimes if you have trouble seeing that when you start doing these, you might want to write your number out like that. So 0.006.3. And we can do that because all of those extra zeros don't affect the value of the number at all. So there we go, we're going hop, hop, or bounce, bounce, 1, 2 places over. Right, so standard form on this one, again, 6.3 times 10 to the -2 is 0.063. On the next slide there are some for you to try. Okay, we want to convert these to ordinary form, or write these in ordinary form. So have a go at them and then I'll go through the answers. Right, number 1. 7.3 times 10 to the -4 will be 0.00073. Right, you can check by looking at your hopping. If we started at the 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, next one. 8.9 times 10 to the power of -5 will be 0.0000089. The next one, I only have to move my decimal place over 2, so it's going to be 0.092756. And look, my 9 is in the hundredths column, which is what I want for 10 to the negative 2. Last one, 6.03 times 10 to the negative 2 is 0.0603. Okay, I hope that helped. And the next video will mix small numbers up with big numbers, and also mix up switching from standard form to ordinary form, and from ordinary form to standard form. Thanks for watching.